Hey everyone, it's Callie, and today we're talking about Apple AirTag. Apple recently had their AirTag announcement, and Apple's foray into the Bluetooth tracker market will bring massive scale. Apple is the behemoth, and their entry into any product market immediately increases the scrutiny of all the players. We hope. It didn't quite work out that way when Apple introduced Touch ID. Samsung and some others used fingerprint readers, but they didn't have the same security and privacy protocols as Apple did. Hopefully it does bring up the level of scrutiny for the Bluetooth tracker market. Questions of privacy for the fledgling market have been largely ignored by the mainstream press. Apple's heightened focus on it during the announcement was able to get ahead of many of the questions that would have come up, as is appropriate when such a large player enters and will presumably dominate a new category. For those wondering, Tile is currently the largest player in the Bluetooth tracker market, with Tracker being a longtime player as well. Samsung got their SmartThings tracker out in 2018, but their GPS and LTE connected device was $80 to $100 and had a different primary mission: tracking your kids. Samsung had their $30 tracker available earlier, just before Apple's announcement, but ultra-wideband support came with the recently released new SmartTag Plus for $40. So the cost of Apple AirTag: $30 for one, $100 for four. Straps from Apple and launch partners range from $30 to $450 for the Hermes luggage tag. An important note is that almost all of the trackers from other companies have some way to attach a keychain by default, usually as a small loop cut out from a corner. Apple's tracker does not have such ability. Hardware. Biggest surprise? A pleasant surprise. A user-replaceable battery. It's a standard circular coin 2032 battery that can be accessed by pushing and twisting the stainless steel back cover. Battery should be good for about a year, they say. The product itself is just a little bit larger, about the size of a 50-cent piece and a little bit thicker. It's IP67 for dust and water resistance. You can toss it in a bag or a pocket, but like we said, if you want to attach a keychain or something else, like to luggage, you will need to purchase a strap or band. Why would you want to attach it to luggage? To work like a luggage tag. Instead of throwing it inside, you want it out and visible so that if your luggage does get misplaced, somebody with an NFC capable device is able to identify who it belongs to, and you can provide your own contact information for them to get. Connectivity. So it uses Bluetooth LE and ultra-wideband to help communicate where the device is, and NFC to communicate with other devices when the AirTag is marked as lost. Network. So the Find My network includes hundreds of millions of Apple devices, currently limited to up to 16 AirTags per Apple ID. Lost mode. So what happens when you discover that whatever your AirTag is with is lost? So when you discover your AirTag and the item it has been attached to has been left somewhere or stolen, you can switch the AirTag to lost mode. So the AirTag will present the finder with a phone number and a brief message. Your iPhone will receive a notification when your AirTag has been detected by a device in the Find My network. Any NFC reader can tap the AirTag and be taken to a web page with the lost message you left. This includes Android devices. Privacy. Privacy for yourself includes things like rotating Bluetooth identifiers, mechanisms to prevent unwanted tracking, like making an audible noise or presenting iPhone notifications. End-to-end encrypted data, so the finder cannot tell who the AirTag belongs to, and the owner cannot see who helped them find their AirTag, and Apple doesn't get location data from either side. Privacy for others when you are not around. With iPhones, it'll provide a notification of the AirTag being around without its person. Without iPhone, when the iPhone is not present, the AirTag will provide an audible notification. So what happens when you go on vacation? An unattended AirTag will play that sound when it is being moved after it has been away from its iPhone for a while. This is for anyone with or without an iOS device. In family sharing, you can elect to disable alerts. So if I borrow Claire's car and it's attached to her car keys, that way the alert will not constantly keep popping up on my phone. Even if it's not part of family sharing, we could elect not to get alerts for the weekend if someone's borrowing my car, for example. Every AirTag has its own serial number, and that becomes tied with the Apple ID that the AirTag is paired with. The serial number is printed on the AirTag and available via the NFC. Third-party devices. So the Find My network has opened to third parties shortly before the AirTags were announced. Requirements for third parties include rotating Bluetooth identifiers, the mechanisms for unwanted tracking, the accelerometer, speaker, and for large items, a badge identifying the product as an AirTag product is also required. Third-party partners include Belkin, Chipolo, and Van Moof, the electrical bicycle manufacturer. This is potentially a large source of revenue for Apple. Not only the devices, of which they will sell many. Being a proprietary network, they can charge third parties to participate. If they become the default means of personal product tracking, they would be able to get licensing from all the other manufacturers who want the capability, and it will act as another enticement for joining the Apple ecosystem of products that work together. With the M1 chip Macs, iPhones, and iPads working even more cohesively within the ecosystem to keep customers locked in. The integration of the side items like AirPods, Apple Watch, and now AirTags work to simplify the disparate devices into a cohesive strategy. Someone asked about the Apple Pencil, but since it only works with certain iPads and not any of the other devices, I don't think it currently fits into this category. Now, if they come out with an Apple Pencil that works with iPads, iPhones, and Macs, I'll change my tune, but currently, however, I don't think it fits the bill. AirTag Compatibility. For the most precise finding capabilities, it will require an iPhone equipped with a U1 chip from the iPhone 11 and later. This is to enable the ultra-wideband functionality. It will help you pinpoint very closely where the device is. For basic functionality, i.e. less precise finding, it will require iOS 14.5, which means an iPhone 6s or later. As we said before, this works on the Find My network, so a user will need to have an Apple ID as well as both iCloud and Find My set up and enabled. So I'll definitely be picking these up, not just for testing, but I think they are going to be incredibly useful. So, what do you think? Let me know down in the comments below. Till next time, this is Callie. I'll catch you in the next one.